Hi, this is Tim. Friday, May 20th, 2011 at the IWC in San Angelo. Kind of a parting shot. I'm going to upload this to the web when I get home later this evening. Kind of an update on where we're at. Now, when I got here the other day and put up a couple videos, that far pool in the center was empty except for a handful of lotus, as well as that pool, the middle pool, which is the blue cloud pool. It was empty. Now we've got about 4 Aussies in there and about 20 other plants. Going back to this one, we got about another 20 plants that we put in there. So down here in the middle basin, you can see we moved the cannas out of the middle. The Vic boxes are set. Vics are gone in, so now it's just a wait and see. Give them a month and they'll start getting really big in size. All the cannas have been moved. We filled up the plants up into the fonts. The hardies were already looking great. Really over here it's just a matter of letting this stuff grow up and fill out. The stuff that we planted, though, in those upper middle basins, it was all tubers that had been planted and growing in the greenhouse, and you can see there's already some pretty good pad coverage because they already were getting to some decent size. This is a lot of different material. Some of it is 25-year-old Australian material that was collected in the wild in Australia that nobody's seen. Some of it was from last year. Some of it was about 12 years ago as far as regular tropical material. They were hybrids of Ken's that he grew the seed up, tubered it off, and put it to bed. He's never even seen the flowers. We're trying to get a bunch of plants together with names, or that we can use as named flowers for people. So there's about 30 plants out here right now that no one has ever seen the flower. They could be gorgeous and something new we're going to name. They could be kind of ugly. We don't really know, but there's a lot of good genetics here. Some of them were 12-year-old tubers. That is kind of a way of further going on the video we did on how he does his tuber storage, just to prove how viable they are. Because some of these tubers were 12 years old. Some of the Aussie tubers were 25 years old. We were pulling them up, and as I was looking at the tubers, most of the tubers had at least 2 plants, which is, incredible when you consider how long they've been sitting in storage. Now, add to that fact that if we get something that is great looking, something we're going to use to name for someone, and if it's one of those ones that already has 2 or 3 plantlets growing off that tuber, we're in good shape. We're in business. We can take one, put it back down to retuber to get more plants, but we've already got at least 1 or 2 other plants, so we're in good shape as far as not losing the product. I won't be back till about September. I've got somebody right across the street, great friend of San Angelo, great friend of the collection. He's a photographer, and he's agreed to come down here in July and get some pictures of some of these new hybrids so Ken and I can compare notes and evaluate them, as well as just get pictures of the collection as it is. Once again, this is Tim at the IWC, International Water Collection, San Angelo, Texas, United States. Give you one last panoramic shot. Oh, I guess there's something I should mention before we go. We have put Blue Cloud back in. It's down there in that pool that's in the center of the screen. So within the next month we'll probably have Blue Cloud blooming, probably about mid-June, early July. We have numerous other Aussies in there. We have one that's really cool and pretty rare. I'm sorry that I'm not going to be here to see it, so it's one that I want them to give me pictures of. There's an immutabilis in there that is red, Ken says. It's really just a really, really dark pink, but that's a form that most people don't see, and it already has 3 buds on the plant. it's the biggest pads out there in that pool. So within a couple of weeks, there will be some gorgeous immutabilis blooms here. Wish I was going to be here. Once again, this is Tim, the IWC. Thanks for watching.